A carry here for the big tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Go for it on 4th and goal, but then lines up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But we think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here.
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. At the 25-yard line.
22, he's coming. 22's coming. Check tight. Check tight. Mike 22, Mike 22.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Boyle. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas,
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Back to Taylor on first down. Shifts past him, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
You got 4. You got 4. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 24. Tight dog.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Mark 22.
Fields now to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Shit. Watch the shit. Tighten up. Check 52. Watch it. Check. Watch the safety creep.
Fields finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again especially since they lost the last time out.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Back to throw. Boyle. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
On 1st and 10, Boyle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Boyle. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd down. Boyle. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Boyle. That's going to be taken in by Felton. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Boyle. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Check 26, check 26.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
And the Brownsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boyle. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A run for Nick Chubb. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. Boyle firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Landry now on the return. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boyle flushed out right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Chubb. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Taylor's got the 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 50, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. Fields on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Malik McDowell breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Fields escaping the pressure right. A good throw here, finding Pascal. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. Maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted, still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Second down, here's Chubb again. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, Do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 191 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They'll run on 1st down. Felton. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough. But, yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Cleveland, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.